I'm Lou Sitzer, and my official title is that I'm in charge of fundraising. And in an ideal situation, I would have a committee to work with me. And presently, I'm pretty much working alone. So I'll go through what I list as essentials the way I view them, but everyone in this position will probably view it differently. And one of the things you need to learn is to trust your instincts and to trust your skill set. Everyone comes with a different skill set. Mine happens to be communication and network, so I'm confident of the way in which I approach people. I'm old enough, not going into detail, but I'm old enough to know what I'm good at and what I'm not good at. So networking is my forte. I am really good at reaching out to people. So I joined the Central Committee 9 months ago, and I joined it to find out how I could help. I didn't join it as a fundraiser, but I saw that fundraising was essential. Our office lived in a cubby hole, still in a cubby hole, and I decided at that point that raising funds for a new office that was central, larger, visible, accessible to people and organizations would be a good way to grow. So I volunteered to be a fundraiser, and I've turned out to be the main fundraiser. And I'll go through what that is. So starting with personal networks of friends, I then looked at my other networks. You know, I have a religious network. I'm a practicing Buddhist. I have a men's group that I told what I was doing. I have a group of videographers. What I found, and I'm pretty active in the community, what I found is that every day, every single day was an opportunity to fundraise. I had to, you know, I carry my fundraising materials with me every day because I'm surprised at how many opportunities there are. One has to be somewhat shameless about it because it's hard to ask for money. But when the money is not going to my pocket, when the money is going to help resolve the political chaos that we're involved with, everybody has sympathy. So it's a question of, well, maybe not today, but there was someone I met in the parking lot driving out of the Flower Garden parking lot. Happened to know her. I say hello to her. She lowers the window. We have a conversation, and I'm saying, Sharon, would you consider donating to this cause? And we have a conversation. She gets out a checkbook and she writes me a check. And it's just part of the living experience. The other thing that I would encourage is to develop a committee. So every large central committee meeting, we have monthly, the second Wednesday of every month. I'm there asking for help because that's what's required, is that you can't do this by yourself and be successful and meet the demands of all the money that is needed. The other part is, I find I'm learning constantly, is to be patient. And so every conversation I have doesn't have to lead to agreement or money, but some people could call it a touch. And that is, it's good to touch because there's a next time. And I have a very, very good friend who says that no is the beginning of negotiations, that it's not an end, and it's ongoing. So part of the conversations the fundraiser chair or committee needs to have is with the treasurer. The treasurer is vital, and the treasurer is not a singular person. There's a finance committee, and there's a controller, and then there's someone in Sacramento who handles all of the political implications of donations, and that's more information than I can convey. We are not a nonprofit because we are political. The demands of reporting are extreme. So we employ someone We pay someone in Sacramento to handle all those complexities. And there is a controller here, someone who would be called a treasurer ordinarily, who handles the communication between the person in Sacramento and the finance committee. And what I've had to learn as being part of the fundraising apparatus is how to communicate with the treasurer, how to keep abreast of each month, because there are ways to donate and ways to collect money, and it's complex. So I've worked with her, the controller, to develop a new strategy that she and I agreed upon. I mean, again, it's a matter, number one, of communication. It's a matter of establishing what works for both of us. So we have categories like, it's a one-time donation that can be renewed periodically. There is a monthly donation, recurring donation, that can be either designated for an office or not. There are specific donations which can be sent for the yearly gala. So there are all these what I call baskets that designate where money comes from. What we try to encourage is recurring donations. I do a recurring donation, and you know, it's not as much as I would like to do, and again, that's something that changes, but I find that there are opportunities like the gala to contribute more. And I want to talk about what are the main ways in which funds are raised. The gala is the main fundraising event of the year. There's the gala and there's the picnic, and that's it. Other than the donations that come in from rallies, demonstrations, meetings. So to wrap this up, it's important to accumulate as much past information as you can, and each committee is charged with assembling that, recording it like this, so that you'll have something to begin with. The other thing that I've learned, and this is personal, I've had to get a general knowledge of how the organization works. So I have visited and joined almost every committee just to figure out the big picture so I could explain it, understand it, and present it as a fundraiser. It's helpful. I would say get a broad view, and but focus on fundraising. If you have any questions, hopefully I'll be around for a long time. Thanks for your patience in this rather long documentation. Thank you.